Hi everyone, welcome to Medicine Note YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see about chronic inflammation. I have already uploaded acute inflammation and their cellular changes and vascular changes in a separate video. Please do see in my playlist, as well as I will provide this link in my description box. Now we are going to see about chronic inflammation. It is a response prolonged. The response of the chronic inflammation is prolonged for weeks and months. There will be inflammation because of tissue injury and attempts at repair. This chronic inflammation may or may not follow the acute inflammation. First, there is an acute inflammation. Next, it is followed by the chronic inflammation. Sometimes it may follow or may not follow. Cause: prolonged exposure of toxic agent. If there is a prolonged exposure of the toxic agent, it causes chronic inflammation. Example: exogenous as endogenous. Silica products. During the silica dust enter the respiratory tract, it causes silicosis. As well as endogenous, when there is an increase in cholesterol level in the body, which causes atherosclerosis. Hypersensitivity reaction. Due to hypersensitivity, there is a chronic inflammation. It's unregulated immune response against the microbe. If there is no regulation of immune response against a particular microbe, it causes hypersensitivity. Excessive inappropriate activation of immune system. When there is excessive inappropriate activation of the immune system, this also causes hypersensitivity. For example, autoimmune disease. Persistent infection by an organism that are difficult to eradicate. When there is some of the organisms which are difficult to eradicate out of the body, this causes chronic inflammation. Following the acute inflammation. The fourth cause is after following, it may or may not follow acute inflammation, but it follows acute. For example, persistent abscess. It's an abscess formed by the acute inflammation, inability to drain or surgically removed. It can be not drained as well as surgically removed because it is spontaneous and it is chronic abscess. Repeated episode of acute inflammation. Repeated attack of acute pancreatitis is chronic pancreatitis. When there is a repeated attack of acute pancreatitis, because of the chronic alcohol abusers, when there is a chronic alcohol drinker, there is a repeated attack in the pancreas, so it leads to chronic pancreatitis. Morphological feature. Involvement of epithelial surface, which in chronic inflammation lead to chronic gastric ulcer. Involvement of parenchymal tissue leads to cavitary lesion. Example: secondary tuberculosis. There is a formation of cavity due to tissue destruction. The cavity is filled with inflammatory exudate. This exudate comes through sputum. Chronic abscess. This abscess is pus-filled cavity surrounded by pyogenic. If there is a chronic abscess, the chronic abscess is filled by surrounded by pyogenic membrane, and that cavity is filled by pus, and various granulation tissue are seen around them. There is various granulation tissue seen around them. In macroscopic feature due to fibrosis. The hollow organ thicken the wall. In hollow organ there is a thickening of wall. Example: chronic gallstone disease. Thickening of the wall is narrowing of lumen. In esophageal sphincter, there is a narrowing of lumen, the narrowing of esophagus. It can be seen in the cause of fibrosis. Abscess extend into the surface by destructing the tissue in between the form of sinus. Abscess enter into the tissue and destructing and forms a sinus. Microscopic. Predominant. in chronic inflammation. When there is chronic inflammation, there is a predominant of macrophage. If there is acute inflammation, there is predominant of the neutrophil cells. Tissue necrosis feature is seen in the chronic inflammation, as well as tissue regeneration feature is also seen in the chronic inflammation. Role of macrophage in chronic inflammation. During the chronic inflammation, the macrophage accumulate in the site of infection. When there is in the site of infection, the macrophage accumulated around them. Actually, the macrophages are derived from the blood monocyte. The macrophages are derived from the blood monocyte. When the macrophage are from the blood to a tissue, it is known as when the monocyte comes from the blood to the tissue is known as macrophage. The mediated transforming growth factor is beta and platelet derived growth factor. The proliferation of the site of infection. There is a proliferation of the macrophage at the site of infection, and the immobilization of the macrophage at the site of infection. This prevents the spread of the chronic inflammation. Due to the immobilization of the macrophage at the site of infection, this prevents the spread of chronic inflammation to other areas. Thank you. For more videos, please do subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you.